Once in a quiet village wrapped in silence and dust lived three brothers, Wayne, Nana, and Nick. Wayne was the oldest, but he didn't act like a child. He carried himself like someone who had seen too much, too soon. He barely spoke, but when he did, his words were gentle. His eyes, they looked like they'd cried in secret more times than anyone knew. Every morning while the sky still yawned in darkness, Wayne was awake. No one told him to. No reward waited for him. But he swept the yard. He fetched water from the river. He checked on their father. He did it out of love. Silent, heavy love. Their father was a broken man, his skin sun-scorched, his hands cracked and stiff like old bark. He gave everything he had to raise his boys, but life had been cruel. Some days he came home with nothing, but dust in his pockets and sorrow in his eyes. But Wayne never flinched. He would take whatever their father brought, 3 yams, a handful of rice, and say with a soft smile, "Thank you, Papa. We'll make it enough." But Nana and Nick, they were loud, wild, always chasing something flashy. They mocked Wayne's early mornings. They rolled their eyes when he served their father. They didn't want to sweat for money. They wanted it fast, even if it meant stealing. Wayne kept quiet. He knew the world would teach them, one way or another. Then came the night that broke the house. Their father stumbled through the door, his shirt torn, his feet bleeding. He collapsed into the chair like gravity had finally won. He didn't speak. He didn't need to. Wayne saw it in his eyes. He had nothing left to give. Outside, the old mango tree bent low with fruit, as if waiting for someone to notice. Wayne noticed. He pulled out an old table, wiped it down, and dragged it to the roadside. Then he turned to his brothers and said, "We're going to sell mangoes. It's not much, but it's a start. If we each do a little, we can eat. And maybe even smile again." Nick looked uncertain. Nana laughed cruelly. "Me, selling mangoes on the roadside." He scoffed. "What if my girl sees me? I'd rather rob a shop than beg for coins." Wayne didn't fight. He just placed a hand on Nana's shoulder and whispered, "Pride will leave you hungry, but honesty will feed your soul." The next morning, Wayne woke up early again. Washed the mangoes. Set up the table. Nick helped shyly in silence. Nana stayed inside, ashamed to be seen. Still, Wayne smiled at every customer, whether they bought one mango or none. He wasn't selling fruit. He was rebuilding something broken. Days passed, then weeks. Wayne used the mango money to buy rice, salt, flour, even paid the light bill. Their father one night looked at Wayne with trembling lips and said softly, "You remind me of your mother." Wayne froze. His mother's name hadn't been spoken in years. She had your spirit. Quiet, strong, full of love. Tears rolled down Wayne's cheek. He didn't wipe them away. But peace never stays too long. One night, Nana and Nick didn't come home. Morning brought screams to the village square. "Thieves! Catch them!" Nick and Nana had been caught robbing the shop, just snacks, a few dollars. But in that village, theft wasn't just a crime. It was betrayal. There were no police. Only punishment. By the time Wayne and his father arrived, the crowd had circled. Tires around their necks. A man held gasoline. Wayne's legs gave out. He dropped to his knees. "Please," he begged. "They're my brothers. Yes, they were wrong. Yes, they sinned. But don't kill them. Let them grow. Let them learn. Don't bury them before they've had a chance to change." His father joined him, his voice breaking. "I failed them, but please don't burn my boys. Spare them." The crowd murmured, angry, confused. Then from the back, an elder stepped forward. His voice deep and slow. He pointed at Wayne. "This one wakes before the birds, cleans his yard, sells mangoes to feed his family. He honors his father. He has carried the weight of this household without complaint." The man paused. If not for him, those two would already be gone. But because of Wayne, they will live. The fire was put away. The tires were removed. Nick and Nana were left bruised, broken but breathing. That day rewrote their future. Nick returned to the mango stall, this time with a steady hand. Nana stayed quiet, until one morning before the sun rose, Wayne heard a sound outside. He opened the door. Nana was sweeping the yard, just like Wayne used to. No words, just action. Wayne didn't say anything. He just smiled. Sparkle's moral of the story: you don't have to be loud to be strong. You don't need riches to change lives. Even when no one sees your goodness, it matters. Because sometimes, it's the quietest acts of love that echo the loudest in times of need. If this story touched your heart, comment how it made you feel. Subscribe to Official SD1 for more stories that remind us love, sacrifice, and honesty still matter in this world.